Well, here I am finding a place to stand on the back of the tractor. If you think it doesn't look safe, you'd be right. I did not feel safe at all. My buddy Peter texted me recently, and when I looked at the text, it just said, "Hey, you want to do something dangerous?" I texted back and said, "Sure." He told me to meet him at his farm at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got the hay wagon connected to the tractor, so it was time to get back to work. Things started off pretty easily as I sat on the hay wagon. But once Peter turned on the baling machine and I had to stand up and actually start catching bales of hay, I remembered that this hay wagon had a broken floor and it didn't have walls on the side of it, so staying balanced was going to be all up to me. I stretched a little and then it was time to get to work catching bales. I put a single bale near the front of the hay wagon to stop my water bottle from falling over the side. Peter stopped the tractor, and we had a discussion about the best way to stack the hay bales, since we didn't have walls to stop the bales from falling off of the hay wagon. Once we figured it out, we got back to it. The rhythmic metallic noise that you hear is the hay baler packing the hay into its chamber. Each time the baler picks up hay from the windrow on the ground, it packs that hay into the packing chamber. That bit of hay is known as a flake. It takes about 15 to 20 flakes to make a bale, depending on how tightly they're packed in. The tighter the flakes are packed, the heavier the bale becomes. Each of the bales that I was lifting today were about 40 pounds. Not so heavy, but they're a little bit awkward. You won't be able to tell from the video, but the slope of the hill that we were haying definitely made the ride on the hay wagon a little bit dangerous. We jumped off the tractor in order to locate my now missing water bottle. It wasn't where I thought it was. I had almost given up on finding it when Peter was able to locate it.
There we go. So now we're looking for my water bottle, which is a bright pink. And I brought that one because if it fell, you'd be able to find it easily. And wouldn't you know, it has disappeared. You see it? Oh, good man. We would have seen it with the drone. There it is. Gee, you couldn't miss that. That's some good lemonade too. That's a nice little field. Couldn't find a nicer day. There's another small field right over here near Peter's farm that he hays that for the neighbors as well. Sitting around's over. It's time to get back to work.
We made quick work of that field and then drove back to the farm. On the drive back, I checked out my legs and arms. You can see that the hay scratches them up. However, you get used to it, and you eventually toughen up over the summer, and it doesn't bother you as much.
All right, 75 bales. That's a good afternoon. Well, that was a good afternoon of work. We got 75 bales, and I'm happy with that. I know Peter's happy with that, to have a little help on a really hot day. Otherwise, he'd have to do it by himself. So I was glad to be here. Good workout for me, and it's a lot of fun for me. I enjoy this stuff. That's all for now. This is Scott at the XFed Homestead. We'll see you next time.